Average at Best Cornhole here. I've been sitting on these two series way too long because I see the question asked quite often, what's the difference between AAR Cornhole Shockwave and AAR Cornhole Shockwave X? So I'm going to do my best to explain those differences to you. I do find it unique that if you look at the pros, a lot of the pros throw the regular Ripper, which is primarily flat fill, kind of like the regular Shockwave. Not a lot of them throw the Ripper X, which is a mixed fill like the Shockwave X is. Well, watching Cornhole this past season, I saw Jamie Graham. I mean, he's one of the top pros. When he wanted a slower bag, he would choose to throw the Shockwave X over the original Shockwave when everybody else is throwing the original Ripper. That was just kind of odd to me. I didn't know why, and that's why I decided to grab these two and try to find out for myself. Starting out with the materials, they're both herringbone bags. This is the common herringbone that we all know. Just about every bag company has it. The difference lies in the fast side. And it's actually the same material, it's just different sides of it. And what's unique is that the Shockwave fast side, that's what you find on the Ripper X. The Shockwave X fast side, that's what you find on the regular Ripper. So it's actually reversed. This is rough rave, or it's found on Surefire Wizard. This is a smooth side of rave. You would find that on Viper or Pro Sniper. Speeds are a little different, obviously, because the different fast side materials. AAR Cornhole rates the Shockwave with a 5 on the slow side and a 10 on the fast side. The Shockwave X with a 5 on the slow side and a 9 on the fast side. Very common for people to call this a 9. Not common for people to call this a 10. This is usually like an 8, 8.5. And I even stated that in the Ripper X review. I did not think it was as fast as a 10. Both series do have a medium template to them. That's pretty common to AAR. The Shockwave here, it has a medium fullness, and I feel like it feels a little bit fuller than what the Shockwave X does. And I think that's because of the mixed fill in there. Those round beads kind of wrap around your hand. So the Shockwave X definitely feels a little bit looser than what the original Shockwave does. And like I stated, the Shockwave, I mean, it's primarily all flat fill. There is some filler beads in there. You need to add that to flat fill to give it some girth. The Shockwave X, on the other hand, it is a mixed fill. And I don't know for certain, but I imagine it is the same fill as the Ripper X. And just like the fullness, I think that the Shockwave, I mean, it's a floppy bag. All bags are floppy. It's not extremely floppy. It's just that the Shockwave X does feel a little bit looser, so therefore it's going to be a little bit more floppier than what the original is. Before I get into the slide up, I just want to remind you that since I'm kind of comparing these two bags, since they both are the Shockwave series, just because I say one is better than the other, it's something that doesn't mean that the other bag isn't good at it at all. My highlight for these series is the hand feel on the Shockwave X. It is a really, really good feeling bag. It does have that fullness, but it also does feel loose too. And when you do get your butterfly grip, I mean, you really do grip those pellets in. There's no shifting there, and that's from that really good hand feel. Unfortunately, the low light in my mind is its original Shockwave, even though it's herringbone, even though it's fuller, I couldn't get it to move that well. And sometimes, I mean, bags with flat fill that are a little bit fuller, you can get the move. Sometimes you can't. I know the Ripper, you can definitely cut the heck out of the Ripper. I just struggled a little bit with this Shockwave. I'm not going to try to say either series is like a forgiving first bag, but the Shockwave, definitely more forgiving than what the Shockwave X is, and it's got to be because of that flat fill. But since it is still fuller, there is a chance that it could kick on you. I just think that Shockwave X was way more active than what it is forgiving. So I stated earlier why the pros would decide to throw the Shockwave X over the original Shockwave, and I think that the whole bodiness, that's the reason. Shockwave X definitely has a little bit more drip than what the regular Shockwave does. But you got a flat-filled bag, herringbone, and it's fuller. I mean, that bag's going to hang up on you when it gets to the hole if you're not throwing hard enough. Shockwave X, it is a little bit looser. It does have those round beads in there for that mixed fill, and it just seems like it dripped a little bit more. Plus, since it is a little bit looser, it could make up for your errant shot somewhat and grab the hole some. Shockwave, It was just more of a forgiving bag, throw hard and throw straight in my mind, and it just didn't seem to make up for those errant shots as much as the X did. Straight on collects, Shockwave definitely wins that battle. A fuller flat fill bag, in my mind, collects better every time because sometimes mixed fill bag can tend to bounce off of each other. But if you're trying to pull a bag off from the side, you got an errant shot or you lay a blocker in your opponent's lane, Shockwave X definitely better at that because you have the ability to cut collect with it or cut a couple times and move your bag over and get it into your lane. Push through collects, I think Shockwave was better at that, especially if you want to do like a block replace type thing. To me, it just seemed like this bag would stop, bump the one, and it would go in the hole and kind of stay there. As with the Shockwave X, sometimes it deflected to the side little bit. Playability for these series, I'm sorry, I'm going to take the easy way out, but we have a herringbone bag here, so we know that they're going to play a good dirty style game. You can run holes with them. You can run holes with any bag if you're throwing hard enough. I think the Shockwave was probably a little bit better at just straight running holes because it didn't cut as well, but also because of that forgiveness, it just didn't make up for a little errand side to side. Shockwave X was good at running holes because it was a little bit looser and sometimes you could bang off some things and it would catch the hole. But they're both going to be really good at that dirty style game. Like I said, the Shockwave, that block replace, this thing excels at that. Since it is a little bit fuller, it just takes a little bump to get that bag right there on the front of the hole in while this one kind of stays. Shockwave X, dirty style game as well, but you're going to want to beat your blocker with it. So it's one of those bags that you might just leave that bag up there the whole time, try to clean it up at the end, but if not, you're just going to cut, roll, flop, do whatever you want to get over your own bag and make your opponent fight that bag the whole time as well. You can find these bags at AARcornhole.com. They also have a Facebook page, which is at AAR Cornhole. As far as designs and availability, we're into the 2026 season. AAR is doing a good job of starting to release different design, different colorways for those designs. And what I really like about them going on their website, like they really do keep it up to date. You can click on the design. Some of the colorways are sold out. It tells you it's sold out. And then when AAR makes a post on Facebook saying they restock the colors, you go in there and they are restocked. Cost for these sets is $95. Which is a good price now for the new ACL minimum. I just didn't see enough in the Shockwave for me personally to choose it over the Shockwave X. I said that it's really good at that block replace game. I mean, you can do that with the Shockwave X too. It might just bounce off to the side a little bit sometimes on you. It is really good for, you know, a beginner that has a real hard throw that needs a slower bag because it does give you a little bit more forgiveness than what the Shockwave X is. But in my mind, the Shockwave X played like a more versatile herringbone bag to me. You could make some cut shots with it. You can move it around and beat blockers, whether it's your own blocker, whether it's your opponent's blocker. You had that ability more with the Shockwave X. And that's why I think I personally liked it more. Plus, it's got that really good hand feel, too. The Shockwave, to me, it's kind of a fuller bag with all that flat fill, so you got to get used to that when you're throwing it. And I just want to end this with, you're going to be average at something, be average at cornhole.